What follows is a brief description of a 3-day wet weekend with our ultimate goal of getting to Mt Wellington. This trip had been planned for months. Plyman Falls is about 1.5 kilometres.
Yep.
So we've walked our 1.5 kilometres to see the Plyman Falls. Unfortunately, like the Diamantina lookout, Plyman Falls was covered in cloud and we didn't get to see anything. There was only one river of note that we crossed, that was the Morocco River. Here we can see Andy's the D90, Scott and his new to him Discovery 4, John and his Parenti, Dan in his Discovery 4, followed by David also in a Discovery 4. Finally we've got Alex in his Parenti with Taylor and Charlie, Rob driving his 6x6 Parenti. We're at the intersection, we turn right to go to Mt Wellington.
Yeah, that's my understanding, yep.
When we got to Mt Wellington, there were 3 people who were already there. And we were very fortunate the clouds cleared, so we had a view, which is great. This is where we had lunch. So we're just arriving at Miller's Hut. Track's got quite damp. We'd been warned by the rangers that it would be wet down there, and so we parked in the dry spot. So this is the mess left by the previous people that came here.
Wonder why they closed tracks, isn't it?
You wonder why they closed tracks, exactly.
Fucking hell.
So I think they've come up here because I think that you can see by the tyres. They say they were down here and they got to here and couldn't get any further because that tyre hasn't gone on, and they've then made a new track round the side, which is disappointing. This is Miller's Hut.
We stayed here once before.
Not with me.
No, with the club. There's a photo of it. Prue
Ah, Prue and John. I can see this looks like a nice place to spend the night tonight. You'd be out of the rain though.
There's your bed.
This is my bed, that's the triple-litre bed.
Yeah.
So we camped at Horseyard Flat and not at Miller's Hut because it was too wet. Horseyard Flat has this enormous expanse of space, and even though it was a wet weekend there were still quite a few people there. I can see this would be a very popular spot in the summertime. We came across these very long, for us, earthworms. We wondered if they were an example of giant earthworms. So it's Sunday morning, we've left our camp. It's still wet, but it's fortunately not raining at the moment. We've decided we've had enough of being wet and we're more or less we're heading home. So we're driving down the Marathon Road and heading to the Glenmaggie Weirs, I think is our plan. Bit of a river crossing here. And I've never seen so much water sitting on the side of the roads.